that was a hell of a Raw. That was the best Raw I've seen all year. Almost as good as the July 4th Raw. Almost as good as the Christmas Raw. Man, whew. I'm telling you, if Raw keeps this up, they are going to be the most viewed show on TV by summer. You can't note sarcasm, you're stupid. So, yeah, another shit show, another shit day, another wasted 3 hours, another wasted time that I'm never going to get back that I could have used doing something a hell of a lot more constructive than watching Raw. But here we are, and we're going to review it. We're going to make this very quick because Raw doesn't deserve a nice review. They're going to get a shit review, and it's going to be a short review because I'm not going to allow them to sit here and benefit from the time of me giving them a lengthy amount of promotion, whether it's good or bad. But you know what? They don't deserve shit. They really don't. Steph comes out. She starts the show. Thank you for starting the show, Steph, because we needed you and your face heel bullshit. Roman Reigns comes out very shortly after, demands a match with Strowman. She sits there and tells him no, he's got a match with Mark Henry because we want that match so goddamn bad. No one gives a crap. Gallows and Anderson come out and sit there and bitch about Roman Reigns, interrupting Stephanie McMahon because, I mean, it's Gallows and Anderson. They're the WWE Raw Tag Team Champions. They need to be respected. And Stephanie McMahon needs to be respected. No, they fucking don't need to be shit. They need to go the fuck away. I'm sorry, Gallows and Anderson. Yeah, they won the titles. Whoop-de-flippin'-do. What have they done since? Not jack shit. They defeated they defeated Cesaro and Sheamus in a rematch, but of course that ended on DQ. So who cares? No one, because they're not going to do shit with them. They'll probably lose the titles by WrestleMania, if not before. So yeah, congratulations. There will be a transitional champion right there. Anyway, so then she says in honor of Teddy Long, who's being inducted to the Hall of Fame, which is deserved. We're not getting into that because that's a positive. We're not here to talk about the positives because the positives don't need to be acknowledged here because then that gives credit to Raw. And Raw doesn't deserve any fucking credit tonight at all. She says, we're going to have ourselves a handicap match. Gallows and Anderson versus Roman Reigns. Teddy Long didn't make handicap matches. He made tag matches. The fact that you can't fucking remember that proves you don't fucking pay attention and that you're fucking retarded. Never. I mean, he may have, and I just don't know it, and I just don't have any care to really remember that far back. But Teddy Long made tag matches, not handicap matches, because it was always a gag. It's like, we're going to have ourselves a tag team match. And it was always, but that's beyond the factor. She makes this see, it was supposed to be a tag match. It was a handicap match. A wasted handicap match because Reigns wins by DQ because Gallows and Anderson just stop giving a shit and they just keep beating up on Roman Reigns. What do you think happened? I could give you 50,000 guesses. It's only going to take you one. What do you think happened? Gallows and Anderson won by DQ because they stopped giving a shit. They start beating up on Roman Reigns. What the blue hell do you think happened? You're correct. See, I didn't even have to let you actually tell me because we already know what happened. Reigns does what Reigns does. He comes back and Super Cena's up. Super Reigns is up and Superman punches fucking Gallows and he goes out of the ring. Anderson attempts to hit him with a chair, gets booted in the face, blah, blah, blah. Who cares? Reigns is, standing tall and whoop-de-flippin'-do. So anyway, and then New Day come out. Didn't Strowman come out and attack Reigns? See, it doesn't matter. It doesn't fucking matter. Actually, I think he did. No. Who cares? Fuck it. Anyway, New Day come out talking about how they're going to get ice cream for everybody. CM Punk would be so sad because he couldn't get ice cream in 2011. If the New Day can get ice cream now, then damn Skippy. So they have a match with Bo Dallas, who hasn't been on TV for weeks, and then all of a sudden we're going to have a squash match with Kofi Kingston. Kofi wins with an SOS within 3 minutes. Whoop-de-lip and fucking do. Well, it's probably longer than that because they were fucking around on the outside of the ring. Bo Dallas should have gotten counted out. I'm sorry. He was outside of the ring for like about a minute. He should have got counted out, but it didn't happen. But, you know, whatever. So, yeah. Anyway, because no one cares. We have Neville backstage having an interview. Jack Gallagher comes up and they just trade jabs. You know, whatever. It's the cruiserweights. Nobody cares. Which is followed up by the cruiserweight match of the night. Jack Gallagher versus Noam Dar. Gallagher wins. You know, I mean, he had a sick headbutt. Right there. I mean, that was... Ugh. It's crazy, but... And then, you know, let it drop, you know, corner drop kick, pin. Woo, yay! No one cares, because Raw gives them no time to do jack shit. You can't develop storylines or anything. I mean, I'm glad there's 205 Live. I have not watched this since the second episode, because I don't care. Because Raw made me not care. They do great shit. I know they do. I'm well aware of that. I just can't stand to watch 3 hours on Tuesday after watching 3 hours on Monday. Sorry. You just fucked that up, so. Oh, hell. Then we see Samoa Joe and Triple H arrive. And then we finally get the debut of Emelina after 17 weeks. I wasn't keeping track, but apparently Emelina was. So, yeah, after 17 weeks, she finally debuts. Trolls the fuck out of everybody. Says, now you're going to watch the transformation into Emma. So, what? You mean we're going to get evil Emma instead of Emelina? Wow, 17 weeks of trolling for that? Awesome! Such a waste. Such a massive fucking waste. So we're going to wait 17 more weeks before we get to see Emelina become Emma. It's going to be long waste of time. So 17 weeks of trolling the fuck out of everybody gets wasted in a minute and a half promo. Good job. Good job, Raw. Doing fantastic fucking work. I mean, I don't even know how to fix that. I don't even have an idea to sit here and be like, well, what if she... No, I don't have that because it was 17 weeks of wasted time. And no one's getting back. Nobody fucking cares. At this point, I wish Raw Roulette was there since they were in Vegas. I really wish it was, because at least there was unpredictability there. This is unpredictable in a predictable way, but it's predictable bullshit. So, I don't know. At least it'd be like, okay, we're going to have, you know, these two guys, and they're going to have what kind of a match? Well, let's see. Oh, a steel cage match? What? Okay, awesome. You know, there's at least a little bit of unpredictability there. You know, whatever. So, anyway, and then we have a bumper, and Cena is going to get his rematch on SmackDown on Tuesday, so he wasted no time in, you know, putting in his rematch clause. If this was Raw, I would highly expect Cena to win. I don't expect Cena to win on SmackDown. Make Bray winning, you know, last night a complete waste of time. But like I said, if this was Raw, I would highly expect Cena to win. I would. So, but that's SmackDown, and SmackDown's doing shit right. Anyway, so then Jericho's in the back talking to Owens about the Festival of Friendship he's throwing. Triple H shows up, he pulls Owens aside and has a discussion with him. We'll figure out. I guarantee you this is what led to what happened later. Then we get Strowman versus Henry. They're doing their whole test of strength bullshit. You know, who can pick up who? Who's going to do what? Of course, Strowman looked more powerful. I guarantee you Henry could have lifted and did all kinds of shit with him, but he didn't because it's not the point of this match. Strowman, you know, hits a drop kick followed by a body slam, you know, to win the match. So, and then Reigns comes out and he attempts to attack Strowman again, gets destroyed again. So, the only person that Vince has a bigger infatuation with than Roman Reigns is Braun Strowman because he's a big fucking dude. I'm glad Reigns is getting his ass kicked every week. It's a nice change of pace. What happens at Fastlane? I don't know. Does it get fed to Reigns in the general grand scheme of things? I don't know. That's a 50-50 right now, but It is what it is. And then we have Enzo and Cass and Cesaro and Sheamus having a quarrel in the back because, they were at ringside during their tag team title rematch, and Gallows went and super kicked fucking Enzo, and then Cass ends up, attacking Gallows, which gets Sheamus and Cesaro. Who cares? Fuck. You know what happened. I already explained half of it. Fuck it, whatever. So they're having their little discussion or whatever. Which eventually led to a match, but no one gives a fuck. Unfortunately, I have to give Raw credit. I really was hoping I didn't have to, but I'm going to have to, because this sit-down interview with Samoa Joe was fucking fantastic. Fucking freaking-tastic. Joe was fucking on point. He got all of what he wanted to say out there. He was very poignant, very poised. It was just... I'm throwing out adjectives, but extremely well spoken, and he didn't make any quarrels. He really didn't. He really just sat there and said, you know what? I'm here to do one thing, and that's to hurt people. And then, Cole brings up, HBK, Batista, Randy Orton, all these guys, and it's like Triple H has always had a very big falling out with these guys. And Samoa Joe's like, yeah, because all those guys needed Triple H's help. I don't. I can do it myself. I don't need Triple H. Did Triple H help me? Yes, of course he did. Do I need him to do what I do? No, because I do what I do without Triple H. So, I mean, hey, like I said, this was the best part of Raw right here. Better than the other two things I'm going to talk about that were good on this card this entire night. But this was definitely the best. A segment. Go figure. Raw can do segments pretty damn well. Who'd have thunk it? Next, we have Zayn versus Rusev. Did not pay attention to this match at all. I mean, I saw bits and pieces. I mean, Rusev had a nice kick to the head before the break. And then Zayn hit a hell of a haluva kick when Rusev was actually getting back in the ring from the outside. So it was, I mean, it is what it is. Didn't really pay attention. Zayn was, Zayn was doing what he usually does. Anyway, so he gets interviewed at the top of the ramp after that. Zayn calls out Joe because Joe called him out during his little sit-down interview prior to Zayn's match. And then Joe actually ends up blindsiding Zayn and attacks him, throws him into the LED board. So Joe's really pushing his heel persona, which is what Raw needs. Raw needs a strong, dominant heel like him. The fact that they're doing, we'll get to that, and I'll explain it when I get to that, but Joe is really sitting there and making his point as being a major heel. Then we have the Cruiserweight match, Tozawa versus, Daivari. Didn't watch it, didn't care. Tozawa wins after his bridge suplex. Whoop-de-flip-and-do, who cares? I'm going to explain this very quick because it wasn't that big of a deal. The whole festival itself, it was more about the ending. So Jericho has his Festival of Friendship, has a magician, has a trophy, the painting, which is all tacky bullshit. Owens gets him a present. He gives him the list of KO, with the only person on it being Jericho, and he attacks Jericho. So we finally have the official breakup of Jericho. A little late in my book. It was going to happen sooner or later. How do I feel about it? Like I said, this should have happened already. Now we're doing it because Raw's completely falling off the goddamn rails. I mean, you could see mannerisms from Owens that you knew it was coming, but he's been showing his mannerisms for weeks. So anyway, and then after that, so I'm not putting a lot of emphasis on it because this was a cool segment at the end. That's the only problem. I'm not putting a lot of emphasis on it because it is what it is. This is something that we've been expecting to happen eventually, and it finally happened. Had it happened randomly, that would be completely different. But this has been building for a long fucking time, and now all of a sudden they do it. So it's like, whatever. They're making it so Owens is essentially isolated for when he faces Goldberg. So that way, when he loses, he looks even worse. Bet you didn't think of that one, did you? Jericho has always helped Owens. Owens has nobody to fucking help him. Goldberg is going to slaughter the fuck out of Kevin Owens in 3 weeks. This is just setting that up. Bet you don't realize that, do you? So, but anyway. Then Enzo versus Cesaro, because we care. Because we give a shit. Who do you think won? Cesaro won. Didn't watch the match because I didn't care. Enzo's going to be a manager by the end of the year. It's a simple fact. He's going to be a manager by the end of the year. Or end up in the Cruiserweight division. I don't fucking know. He's useless on the main roster. Because all he is cast. Even their backstage segment completely proves Enzo is completely out of his element. I get that that's their shtick, but it's a bag shtick. And then finally we have the main event. Women main eventing Raw again, because this is Raw and that's what we do on Raw. Bayley versus Charlotte for the Women's Championship. The match itself was pretty good. Overall, match of the night. Even though every other match was complete crap. So, they had no competition. They had no fucking competition tonight. None. So, definitely match of the night. Does not mean that it was match of the night in any other spot. This is definitely main event tonight. Far beyond. There's a hell of a lot of nice spots in this. Violent hit to Bayley at the on the bottom turnbuckle. She went and sat there and basically flipped her down. Right there. Turnbuckle looked nasty as fuck. She had a beautiful moonsault off the barricade and basically land on them, like right on Bayley's neck. Looked painful as shit. Yeah. And Charlotte was really working the neck the whole match. I was just checking my notes just to make sure I wasn't missing anything specific. So fast forward to the end of the match. Dana shows up after being off TV God knows how long. Shows up. Bayley had Charlotte in figure 4. She comes down, rakes the eyes. Conveniently, the ref's not looking. So it looks like Charlotte's going to win. She puts Charlotte puts Bayley in the figure 4. And then Sasha Banks comes down, takes out Dana Brooke with the crutch, then proceeds to just jab the shit out of Charlotte's chest, and who was bridging the figure 4 on Bayley at the time, which led Bayley to get a Bayley to belly. And guess what? We have a new women's champion because Bayley beat Charlotte on Raw, not on a pay-per-view. So, what do you think pissed me off? The fact that we have a new women's champion again. So it basically makes the fact that Naomi won look tame now, because it's Bayley that won. She won the women's championship today. Because why the fuck not? Why the fuck not? So that Charlotte can be a so Charlotte can be a 5-time world champion in a year. Mind you, she had none before WrestleMania 32. She became the first women's champion of this era, okay, since the rebirth of the women's championship at WrestleMania 32. She will be going into WrestleMania 33 a 5-time fucking champion. Do you not realize this? Do you not comprehend that? She's a 5-time champion in 1 year. Because you know she's winning at Fastlane. They are not going to let her pay-per-view winning streak die at Fastlane. If it's going to die anywhere, it's going to be at WrestleMania. This is why I hate Raw. crappy booking, expected fucking heel, or the expected breakup of KO came way too goddamn late. Roman Reigns constantly looking like Roman Reigns and then getting completely demolished by fucking Braun Strowman. Samoa Joe doing what he does best. Obviously, he didn't have a match tonight, which would have definitely probably helped, but didn't happen. His backstage promo was fantastic. It was perfect. Bayley versus Charlotte was match of the night. Ending pissed me the fuck off. I don't care that, you know, Bayley deserves it. It's irrelevant. It's just fucking irrelevant. That's it. I'm not doing it anymore. It's been 21 minutes, and Raw doesn't deserve it anymore. It just doesn't. Make sure to hit the thumbs up if you like the video. Subscribe to the channel. We'll be back tomorrow with a SmackDown Live review, which I guarantee is going to be 10,000 times better than this, because SmackDown is about 10 million times better. And yeah, that's all I have to say. You have a new SmackDown Women's Champion, which was from last night. You have a new Raw Women's Champion tonight. So whatever. So we'll see you on Tuesday for the SmackDown Live review. And fuck Raw, because I don't care. Fuck you. Doesn't need any more. I'm out of here. Good night.